got 2 books. We literally have no idea what they are. Oh my, love is alive! Today we are going to be going to different bookstores. We did get quite a bit of books, so we want to show you what we did get. Good morning and welcome back to the channel. I'm Brittany and also welcome back to another episode of Vlogtober. As you just saw by the beginning, Brianna and I started the morning off by making pancakes. We love to make pancakes, but most of the time when you're busy, sometimes it just takes too much time. But we really didn't have anything like that we had to be up for and like to do. So we're like, let's make pancakes. I just made apple cinnamon, one of my favorite fall flavors ever, and just any time in general is gonna be apple cinnamon anything. Like I'll probably even eat these in like spring. Like I just always make these. I love apple cinnamon. I don't know what it is, but it's just kind of like a recipe that I used to follow. Now I kind of just do my own recipe, just eyeball a lot of the ingredients. That's why you didn't see us measuring anything out, because I just really look at it and be like, oh, that looks like that's enough of that or whatever. We are going to be going to the bookstore in this video later today. We have a lot of fall books that we want to get. Today we are going to be going to different bookstores. I don't know which ones yet we're going to be going to. We're just going to go ahead and eat our breakfast and then we'll be back before we go to the bookstore. I'm in the middle of getting ready for the bookstore. I'm filming a little YouTube short. If you haven't checked that out, go check it out. It's just gonna be the outfit that I'm wearing today. But we got some packages. This is the first thing my mom got us. Look how cute this is. It's perfect for spooky season, perfect for Halloween. It's just the Eras tour, Taylor Swift, and bunch of different ghosts, like her eras as ghosts. Taylor Swift, Fearless, Speak Now, Red, 1989, Brat, Lover, Folklore, Evermore, and Midnight. I'm literally obsessed with this. She like sent us like a text a long time ago and was like, you guys like this shirt? And I thought she was just asking. She always asks us stuff like that, but I think it's so cute and perfect for spooky season. And then we also got this box. I literally have no idea what this is. I don't know if we've said it on this channel yet before, but our room is our room gets really cold, and our dad ordered us a space heater, and she is here, and I'm so glad to plug this baby up when we get back from the bookstore. We also did get another package, but I'm not going to show you our other package because we are doing a fall haul video that will be out, so you can see what we got. Then, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish getting ready for the bookstore, and then I'll check back in with you to show the final outfit. We are all ready for the bookstore. We're gonna be going to Strand Bookstore at first, and then we're gonna go to Barnes & Nobles. I'm excited to go to Strand Bookstore. We've only been here one time, and I think it's like only, I know it wasn't in Florida, so they have like a lot of different books. Like I was reading, they have new books, rare books, old books. It's like pretty cool. So we're gonna be heading over there soon, but I wanted to show you my outfit. We also, as Brittany said earlier, made a short on it, but I'm gonna go through it like really quick with you. So I just have on these really baggy jeans, this brown type long sleeve with this brown puffer jacket, and then I just put on the vegan Ugg boots that we got the other day, and I think that this is super cute and it's giving Lorelai to me. And I just put my hair in a ponytail, and it's just doing its own thing today, but you know, whatever. This is my outfit. It's just this, it's actually this green jumpsuit that literally goes all the way down to the floor, but I just put jeans on with it with this white belt, and then this green puffer jacket, and then these white shoes. I think that this is so cute and perfect for fall. We are super excited to head on to the bookstore and hopefully find some really good books. Looking around for quite a while, and you're always gonna catch me wanting to get one of these books, these romance books, and I found like 3 different ones for Halloween, which I'm obviously not gonna get them all because the books can be expensive, but I may trade them out with something that we already have. And they have like a lot of books in here, so this is definitely probably like an hour, 2-hour thing, something to make sure that you look around and see everything. This is called In Charm's Way, Back in a Spell, and this one is From Bad to Cursed. I didn't read the backs yet. I already have one of these romance like Halloween type in the basket already, but I may switch it out with one of these if these ones sound better to me. We haven't been seeing like the TikTok recommendation, the YouTube recommendations that we've been seeing. I don't know, maybe we came too late in the season of October. People have already gotten those. We are still finding some good books. That I found this book, Assistant to the Villain. I've literally seen so many TikTok and YouTube videos about this. Scratch the whole thing about the Joanne books. They didn't have any of the books that I saw trending or whatever, but Barnes & Nobles did. We have quite a few that we're gonna be looking through, deciding if we want or not, but this is definitely one of them. I've heard good things about this book. I think it's one of those like slow burn enemies to lovers tropes, which is always like a good trope to read. So we're gonna keep on looking, but I'm really excited that we found this. We just got back from both bookstores and we did get quite a bit of books, so we want to show you what we did get. I'm going to go through the books that we got from Strands and Barnes & Nobles, but we are going to be doing more of a fall book recommendation, books that we're reading during fall in like the next episode of Vlogtober. So if you want to check that out, make sure you subscribe and turn your post notifications so you don't miss that. In that other video, we're also going to be talking about books that we also have here that would be great for fall too. Just going to be like a lot more in depth about books. This is kind of just going to be like an overview of the books we just got today. So I'm gonna start with Barnes & Noble's because we got 4 books from Barnes & Noble. Not all the books that we did get are in the fall category either. We did get some other books that we just thought seemed like they would be good reads. But the first book we did get is called The Chain. This is actually a book that I've never heard of. We never saw it on TikTok, YouTube, or anything like that. Brianna was just looking and she found this book and it seems really, really good. It's about a stranger calls and tells her that she took her kid. She took the lady's kid because her own kid got kidnapped also. And for the protagonist in the book, like the main lady, she also is gonna have to kidnap somebody else's child to get her child back. It's like a chain. That's why it's called The Chain. I don't know if that made any sense, but it's like basically you have to kidnap a child to get your child back. So that's like kind of the premise of it. The next book that I got is not really a fall book. It's called The Virgin Suicides. I read the back of this and I was like, pick it up in the car. This just seemed really good. Trigger warning here, this has some sensitive topics. So if you just want to skip ahead to the next book, that's perfectly fine too. This book is about these 5 sisters. They say they're beautiful sisters. They kind of have like everything I think going for them. They unalive themselves one at a time over the course of like 1 single year. Basically the premise of the book is like these girls' lives seems like it was like perfect and they had everything going for them, but you know not all is what meets the eye. So basically we're just going to be figuring out what's going on with their life. They talk about adolescence love, and they talk about coming of age stories. I talked about this one a little bit in the bookstore, and this is the assistant to the villain, and I'm really excited to get this. I've seen YouTube, I've seen TikTok, even the Barnes & Noble worker who was checking me out, checking us out, like the books out. That came across weird. He was like, this was like the top read for the month. This looks really interesting to him, and I know a lot of people have been liking this. I have seen mixed reviews about this book. I've seen some people say that it's very slow at the beginning and then it gets better. This is basically about the protagonist Evie gets a job offer to be the assistant to the villain. She's just basically helping him be a villain and everything. It's like a slow burn, like they just start liking each other. The next one we did get is called The Housemaid. I'm also really excited to read this. It's about a housemaid obviously, but she ends up liking the husband of the lady who she's caring for their house, and the lady finds out and she basically locks the housemaid in the attic. Then the housemaid comes back and claps back and says, you don't know what I'm capable of, I'm crazy. I want to know the housemaid's secrets. On the back it says the Winchesters don't know who I really am, they don't know what I'm capable of, and I'm like, what are you capable of? I want it out. Now I want to do the books that we got from Strand. The 4 that I just showed you were all at Barnes & Noble. The first one we got is by Stephen King. It's Misery. We saw a YouTube video about this. Basically, the guy in the book, his name is Paul Sheldon, gets in an automobile accident and he is rescued by this girl named Annie. She's like nursing him back to health and everything, and then he soon realizes that she's not gonna let him leave. She's trying to hold him captive there. When the girl was explaining this on YouTube, I was like, I have to grab this. Like, that literally sounds like a true crime plot. Like, that literally just sounds insane. You know, we had to throw in a romance novel. I'm surprised we don't have any more romance. Technically, The Assistant to the Villain is a romance. We got The Kiss Curse, and this one seems really good. It's about this girl named Gwen Jones, and she has a successful witchcraft company. I know that sounds crazy, but witchcraft, perfect for Halloween. And then this guy named Wells comes in and opens up his own shop, and you know they're gonna have some type of rivalry there. And then you know eventually they're probably gonna fall in love, because that's how all these books work out. So I'm really excited to read this one, and I feel like this is like one of the lighter books we chose, so I think it would be nice to mix it up with some of the other more heavy stuff that we did grab. And then we also got this book called Such a Quiet Place. I've never heard of this. I think Brianna said she saw somebody at her job reading this book, so she wanted to pick it up. If you've ever read All Good People Here, it kind of reminds me of that. It was reading like that. Basically, there's a murder in this house, and the main girl testifies. Her name is Ruby, and she leaves and everything. I think it happened a few years ago, and then she comes back, and they're worried about her being back at the crime scene. You know, someone gonna come back, they're mad that you testified, all that kind of stuff. This part is so exciting. So at the Strand bookstore, they have at the front, they called it a blind date with books for October. So we got 2 books. We literally have no idea what they are. All we could go on was the cover that somebody created. I'm gonna do the one that I picked out first, and it says A Vile Monstrous Love Story. I'm so excited to open it up. Whoever drew this was amazing. This is so cool. The Monster of Eldenhaven? I think that's how you pronounce it. Let's read what this is about together. The city of Eldenhaven sulks on the edge of the ocean, racked by plague, abandoned by the south, stripped of industry and left to die. But not everything dies so easily. The thing about a name stalks the city, a thing shaped like a man with a dark heart and long pale fingers, yearning to wrap around throats, a monster who cannot die. His frail master sends him on errands, twisting him with magic, crafting a plan too cruel to name, while the monster's heart grows fonder and colder and more cunning. The sorcerer's work is subtle, changing minds and curdling hearts with barely a trace left behind. But there are signs to read for magic hunters coming up from the capital in the south. These monsters of Eldenhaven will have their revenge on everyone who wronged the city, even if they have to burn the world to do it. Who's falling in love? Oh, a tale about murder, a monster, and the sorcerer who loves both. This is definitely like a different style of book that we picked out. I am really excited to read this one. I may read this one first. This is the one that Brianna got. It's called Slow Burn Rom-Com set in NYC. This one is also very pretty, this cover art. The American Roommate Experiment. So it's about Rosie Graham has a problem, a few actually. She just quit her well-paid job to focus on her secret career as a romance writer, only to enter a creative slump. Then the ceiling of her New York apartment literally crumbles on her. She heads to her best friend Lena's empty apartment, not knowing that Lena has already linked the studio to her cousin Lucas, who Rosie has been stalking, for lack of a better word, on Instagram. To Rosie's surprise, Lucas offers to let her stay with him, at least until she can find some affordable temporary housing. Soon, Rosie discovers that Lucas is intent on coming to her rescue like a Spanish knight in shining armor. Only this one strolls around the place in a towel, has a distracting grin, an irresistible accent, and comes with a set of mad cooking skills. And when Lucas learns of Rosie's writer block, they're always a writer. I'm sorry, I just had to say that. The person in the book is literally always a writer or something like that. He proposes an outrageous idea to bring back her literary muse and meet her deadline. He'll take her on a series of experimental dates meant to jumpstart her romantic inspiration. You know what that's called. Rosie has nothing to lose. Her silly online crush is totally under control, but Lucas's stay in New York has an expiration date, and 6 weeks may not be enough time for either her or her deadline. I think both the books we got, I think they're both very different, but I really am excited to read both. Obviously, I'm probably gonna read this one first. This is definitely a Halloween monster book, and then, you know, this is just a cute little rom-com that you can read anytime. I know I said I didn't know which one I was gonna start with earlier, but I'm gonna start with this one. Now we're going to take our showers and do dinner, and then get into reading these books because we're both excited. Out of what we got today, I decided to read Such a Quiet Place by Megan Miranda. I was reading The Murder of Mr. Wickham, but I'm going to take a little break from that because it's a little bit slow right now. I definitely want to try one of the books that we got today. I will definitely let you know how I feel about this when I'm finished with it. Started reading our books. I am enjoying my book so far. I really didn't get that far into it, but I think it's really cute and I can't wait to read more into it. But it is time to go to bed. We have been up for a while. It is late. I'm just ready to go to sleep, take my melatonin, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss a video. And we'll see you tomorrow with a brand new episode of Vlogtober. Bye!